Hello, I'm DesHT, and this is a quick demo of a simple sorting system using the Modular Routers mod. You may notice this is on Minecraft 1.14.4. It was just released yesterday, so you can get it from CurseForge now. So, a sorting system starts generally with a goods in chest full of some random crap. And we want to sort this into some drawers, into some chests. We want to get any ores smelted, any silk touched ores processed, and ideally broken with a fortune pick. And this system can do all of that, and I'll demonstrate now how. So, quick overview. This is the goods in chest. This could be an ender chest, or it could be any kind of chest. Right now we're just using a copper chest from iron chests. This is where most of the magic happens, or where everything starts. This is an item router, and it's got one puller module to pull things from the chest above, and it's got lots of sender modules, Mark IIs, to send things to the right places, based on what filtering you need. So, from left to right, we are going to take a look at each filter, each module. We've got a regex filter here, which matches any items, in this case iron or gold ore. We could have just put iron and gold ore in here, but I wanted to use a regex just for demonstration purposes. Here we can match any item by name. Make sure we whitelist. Let's drop this back in here. Oh, by the way, you'll notice the router is not running yet because I've set it to run high and it doesn't have a signal. Next sender module. By the way, I should say this sends to this chest here. So you can shift right click in inventory and that will say where it gets sent, and it'll also be side aware, so in this case it doesn't matter for a chest, but it could be quite important if you're sending, for example, to a furnace, which I'll show you later. Okay, next sender module. This sends any silk touched ores into this chest, and I'll demonstrate this system in a moment. The third one sends anything it can, so there's no filter here, into this storage drawer controller. So anything that's in the drawers will end up in the drawers. The next one filters items by mod, so this goes to this chest here. We have a mod filter here, whitelist, that's important of course. Any items from modular routers or from storage drawers will end up in this chest here. And then we've got a second set of mod filters here for the chest adjacent. And this will take anything from the unwired or iron chest mod and dump them in that chest there. Following on from that, we want to match any enchanted items and dump them in this diamond chest here. This is rather simple. Basically we say enchantment is greater than 0, and we're done. And then finally, and I haven't actually tested this one yet, so we'll see how it works. We're whitelisting any kind of wood, planks, logs, sticks, and this time I've checked the match tags button, so this should also match any kind of wood at all, spruce, dark oak, whatever, and we'll see if that works in a minute. And finally, this is the fallback, and this just has an empty blacklist, which means it'll match anything, and anything that doesn't match anything else will be dumped into the default chest. Okay, now onto the smelting buffer, which was the first item there, or the first sender. This router here will pull anything out of the smelting buffer, and then it will distribute the items. This distributor module allows you to send to multiple inventories, in this case these two blast furnaces. We're going to round robin them, and that's all there is to it really. In addition, we want to fuel the furnaces, and to do that I'm using this router over here. This pulls coal from the storage drawers, that's the block to the right, and then another distributor module sends the coal over here, and you'll notice I'm sending into the sides, because these are sided blocks. I've also added a regulator augment here, so I will send no more than 4 coal to each blast furnace, and you'll see right now there is 4 coal, and I can demonstrate that by pulling the coal out of here. It's just refilled it. Put 4 coal back in. And then there's a silk touch ore processing. Again, this is not too difficult. We're just pulling from the chest above. We're placing it as a block on the right, so it'll go in here. And then this item router has a breaker module, and this breaker module has been enchanted. And it's been enchanted with Fortune 3. So it doesn't actually show here, but you can craft a breaker module with a Fortune or Silk Touch enchanted book, and it'll get that enchantment. Then we pick up the broken ores, or the broken items from the ores. It's a vacuum module. I haven't got a whitelist here, but I have reduced the range down to 2 blocks, so it shouldn't pick up anything that's too far away. And finally, we send those items back to the input chest, so they can be reprocessed and sent to the appropriate place. I've actually got something similar over here to do that. You'll notice 2 hoppers pulling the finished items out of the blast furnaces, and a sender which sends back to the input chest. And that is pretty much it. So what we can do now is run this and see what happens. So we'll see diamonds being sent straight to the storage drawers, lapis being sent straight to the storage drawers, and now this is rather slow, as you've noticed, so we're going to speed this up a bit. Put 3 upgrades in. They will now do 8 items at a time. We can further speed it up. We could do 6 stack upgrades, and that'll do 64 at a time. Each stack upgrade doubles the number of items. You'll see now items going to the modular routers chest. And now to the unwired chest. So let's speed this up a bit further. Now we're going for the Silk Touch ore processing. You'll see the ores being broken, sent back, and then sent into the storage drawers. And now to the smelting chest, or the smelting system. So we have gold sitting in there. The iron ore is being distributed between the 2 blast furnaces and being cooked. The finished product is now being pulled out into that router and then sent back to the goods in, where it's then distributed to the storage drawers. All well and good. See, the input chest is actually now empty, and everything, all that remains is to smelt down these items here. And when that runs out, you'll notice a bit of coal flew over there, refill the furnace, and we're good. One other little thing. Actually, did the wood go to the right place? Possibly not. Oh no, it didn't, because it's placed in the storage drawers. If I were to take some, say, jungle logs, put them in here. No, they didn't go in there, so I obviously have a mistake there of some kind in my module. Let's take a closer look at that. So I'm whitelisting oak logs, oak planks, and sticks. I'm matching by tags. So this should, in theory, match. I'm not sure why it isn't, I have to admit. I will check into that. However, that's the idea. One other little thing is this router up here. This is demonstrating the player module, and again it's got a filter on it, and the filter says pull out anything that ends in ore. In other words, pull all the ores out, dump them in the input chest. This could be extremely handy if you're mining, and you're mining up ores and you want them automatically pulled out of your inventory and into your smelting system. This will work anywhere, cross-dimensionally, you name it. So if we mine up some gold ore, and I'll need to go into survival mode for this. Mine this up. Actually, no, what we need to do first is get rid of that, turn you on. Right, pick this up, it's disappeared, and straight into the smelting system. So there you go, that is Modular Routers, and this is running on 1.14.4. Hope you enjoy this, and if you do, download the mod, have a play with it. Okay, thank you.